It's a gentle ride. Essentially, if you design it for a gentle ride, and then you have a much more optimized design point.
Elon Musk hinted at it, but the 2026 Tesla Model 2 is far from ordinary. The first leaked images last week didn't just stir curiosity in the Tesla community, they stunned US media outlets as well. Today, we're taking a closer look at what many still doubt, unpacking burning questions, one unexpected twist, and a concrete answer that may change how you see this car. Welcome back to Autogearshift, where we break down Tesla's boldest moves with hard data and real-world context. And hey, we're on a mission to hit 10,101 subscribers. So if you love being the first to uncover what's hidden behind Tesla's next big leap, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Let's make that number happen together, starting with you. 1. How can butterfly doors be the most practical design for rear access, not just a fancy show-off? When people hear butterfly doors, they often think of supercars, red carpets, or over-the-top flair. But with the Tesla Model 2, it's not just about the spectacle, it's about solving a real-world problem that American drivers face every single day: getting in and out of your car when space is tight. In fact, 65% of drivers in the United States live in urban areas where side clearance is often less than 1 meter. That's a nightmare for traditional coupes and sedans. But here's where Elon Musk flips the script. The Model 2 is a two-door, two-seater compact. And that's by design, not because of cost cutting, but because Tesla is rewriting the rulebook for personal mobility. And to make that work without frustrating drivers every time they park, Musk added something insane: butterfly doors that pivot along the A-pillar and rise vertically in a multi-axis trajectory. These aren't your typical scissor doors. We're talking about a 1.2 meter wide entry space, 40% wider than a standard coupe door. That's based on real-world numbers from the Falcon Wing doors on the Model X, which already receive a 98% satisfaction rate for entry ease, according to Tesla owner surveys. Think about the Mazda RX-8. Sure, it had clever suicide doors, but it needed 1.5 meters of space on each side just to swing open. Completely impractical in the city. The Model 2's butterfly doors? They just need vertical space, making them ideal for parallel parking, tight garages, or even tight apartment complexes. Plus, with sensors that adjust how far the doors open depending on your ceiling height, and the possibility of a motorized assist system, which is similar to what we saw in the Tesla Cybercab prototype. This is more than accessible, it's futuristic convenience. And let's be honest, there's an emotional edge to it too. Picture yourself in a grocery store parking lot. You tap a button and the butterfly doors lift silently, like the wings of a spaceship. You step in effortlessly, without banging the door against the car next to you, or pulling a muscle trying to squeeze in. That's not just innovation, that's prestige, that's swagger, that's the future, available now for everyday people. So when people say it's just a two-seater, remind them, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And the Tesla Model 2 delivers that with every single entry. Have you ever scratched your door, or someone else's, because the space was too tight? Would butterfly doors actually solve that problem for you? Drop a comment for the keyword Model 2 if you think this design finally gives compact cars the respect they deserve. Now here's the real question. Will these butterfly doors even fit in your garage? Or are they too bold for your space? Let's find out in the next section. 2. Why can these doors still open inside small garages without breaking the ceiling rails? Think a flashy car can't fit in your cramped garage? The Model 2's butterfly doors are about to prove you wrong with pure Tesla genius. How do these doors work in a tight space? Can they really avoid smashing into your garage rails? And why is Tesla's engineering light years ahead? Let's break it all down. And yes, the truth is even better than the hype. You see, this isn't some showy gimmick from a luxury concept car. Tesla has engineered these butterfly doors for real American homes with tight garages, low ceilings, awkward angles, and all. The secret lies in a double hinge system, allowing the doors to pivot and arc upward at angles as small as 20 degrees. That means even if you only have 18 to 24 inches of vertical clearance above your car, the doors won't bang into anything. In fact, they can pause mid-lift and tilt sideways in what Tesla calls a smart limit arc control, which is a move designed specifically for those pesky garage rails that hang too low. But it doesn't stop there. The Tesla Model 2 is packed with 12 ultrasonic sensors and a full 360-degree camera system, constantly scanning its surroundings in real time. These aren't your average parking sensors. We're talking millisecond-level responsiveness, capable of stopping a door before it hits your ceiling rail, toolbox, or even an unexpected ladder. The edge of each door is embedded with proximity sensors, giving the car a 99% collision avoidance accuracy, according to internal testing data leaked last quarter. This level of precision is unheard of at this price point. And if you're thinking, well, that's great, but will it even fit in my garage? Here's the math. The Model 2 is estimated to be just 4.2 meters long and 1.8 meters wide. That's roughly 13.8 feet by 5.9 feet. That gives you plenty of breathing room inside a standard two-car American garage, which is about 20 feet wide and 24 feet deep. More importantly, Tesla only needs 31.5 inches of overhead space for the butterfly doors to fully open. A typical garage ceiling in the United States is 84 inches high. You do the math. So let's stop imagining this as some far-off fantasy. This is real, testable, production-ready engineering. Tesla's butterfly doors on the Model 2 don't just make a bold visual statement. They solve real-life problems with space, safety, and ease of use for millions of drivers living in compact neighborhoods, older homes, or multifamily units. Imagine pulling into your tiny garage and the Model 2's doors glide up like magic, never scraping a thing. That's not just high-tech, that's peace of mind, engineered right into the steel. And it's happening right here, in a car that could cost under $21,000. Have you ever had to squeeze out of your car in a tight garage, trying not to hit the wall or the rails above? Would butterfly doors that open with just a 20-degree tilt make your life easier? If you think that 20 degrees of smart engineering could save you from daily headaches, comment 20 degrees below so we know you're paying attention. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you see how these very same doors are tough enough to last. Stick around. The next segment will absolutely open your eyes. 3. How will Tesla prevent these high-tech doors from breaking down constantly? Have you ever thought that those fancy butterfly doors would break down? Tesla's about to shut down the skeptics with engineering that's practically bulletproof. So can these doors really stand the test of time? Why is Tesla's tech so reliable now? And how does the Model 2 avoid the pitfalls of the past? Let's not pretend the concerns are new. Back in 2016, the Model X's Falcon Wing doors caused headaches. Sticking motors, glitchy sensors, and owners complaining all over the forums. But here's the twist. Tesla didn't just fix it, they turned a weakness into a long-term strength. By 2018, over 92% of those issues were resolved with redesigned servo motors and AI-driven door calibration. Fast forward to now, and the Falcon Wing doors have a 98.5% reliability rating. That's not a guess. That's Tesla's internal service data as of early 2025. The Model 2 learns from that hard-won experience. Its butterfly doors use motors that are 30% lighter, with higher torque efficiency and fewer moving parts, meaning fewer points of failure. Tesla has eliminated bulky hinges in favor of magnetic linear actuators, inspired by the aerospace industry. And yes, they test the hell out of them. over 500,000 open and close cycles per door. That's like using them every day for 137 years. And they still don't quit. But Tesla didn't stop there. They designed these new doors for maintenance simplicity. Each actuator module is fully modular. That means if something goes wrong, and it rarely does, a certified tech can swap the whole motor unit in under 30 minutes. No welding, no complex teardown. That alone slashes average repair time by 40% compared to conventional vertical doors. And how much is the cost? Model X's improvements already showed a 25% cut in door-related service expenses. The Model 2 is expected to beat that. Are you still skeptical? That's natural. But here's the bottom line. Tesla has already spent nearly a decade perfecting smart door tech. They know exactly where things go wrong, and they've engineered around it. The Model 2 isn't a gamble. It's the result of lessons learned, tested, and locked in. Tesla has spent years perfecting them, so you can drive with confidence, knowing your Model 2 is built to last. And just when you think the doors couldn't get smarter, wait until you hear how they handle wind. You've seen what a strong gust can do to a regular car door, right? One wrong pull in a windy parking lot, and boom, dented metal, injured hands, maybe even a torn-off hinge. But not with the Model 2. These butterfly doors were literally engineered to take on nature itself. Tesla's new design uses high-strength aluminum and titanium hinge mounts, tested in real-world simulations with crosswinds up to 75 miles per hour. That's 5 miles per hour more than the Model X, already considered top tier. And it's not just brute strength. These doors are smart. Thanks to a wind sensing system embedded directly into the handle, the car knows when to adapt. If it detects wind above 15 miles per hour, it limits the door to open only 30 to 45 degrees. And if wind spikes above 30 miles per hour, the doors pause, adjust, or wait entirely, depending on the angle, using real-time data from Tesla's full sensor suite. 8 cameras, 12 ultrasonic sensors, and the onboard AI. We're talking serious brains and brawn. Each door weighs just 11.9 pounds, made from an ultralight aluminum alloy reinforced with carbon fiber. That's 30% lighter than traditional butterfly doors, making them not only stronger, but also safer under pressure. And here's something drivers will love, the hold and pause feature. Feel uncomfortable mid-open? Just hold the button, and the door stops instantly. No slamming, no drama, total control. Why does this matter? Because wind speeds over 30 miles per hour are more common than most folks realize, especially in cities like Chicago or New York. And high-profile vehicles like SUVs are especially vulnerable. This system isn't just nice to have, it's a game-saving layer of safety. Durability's locked in, but what about safety in a crisis? Let's tackle crash concerns. And if you're still watching, type "no breakdown" in the comments to let us know you're serious about this tech. And stick around. What you're about to learn next might just be the deal breaker or the deal maker. 4. How do butterfly doors keep you safe in a crash or rollover? What if a car could keep you safe even in the worst case scenario? The Tesla Model 2's butterfly doors aren't just for show. They're built as your lifeline when things go terribly wrong. So, what happens if your car flips over? Can you still get out? And how does Tesla guarantee your safety in a crash? Let's break it down. Tesla equips these doors with a crash unlock protocol that detects when the car tilts between 90 to 180 degrees. If it does, the door automatically unlocks manually, even without power. Just in case that fails, there's an emergency mechanical release right under the driver's seat. Just pull it and the door pops open, no electricity needed. That's peace of mind in the darkest moments. And if you're completely stuck, Tesla added a kick-out glass roof, specially designed to be shattered with your foot from the inside. This is critical in situations where you can't use the doors at all. Tesla also solved the infamous Cybertruck concern. What if the doors won't open in a power failure? On the Model 2, each butterfly door has a manual release lever that can be activated in under 5 seconds. It's redundancy at its best. Structurally, the Model 2 sits low thanks to its underfloor battery, cutting rollover risk by 45% compared to traditional gas-powered coupes. And, should a crash occur, the steel aluminum frame absorbs 30% more impact energy than most cars in its class. That's the same crash science that helped the Model X earn a 5-star NHTSA rating and the lowest SUV rollover risk ever recorded. You just saw it, in a crash, in a storm, in a blackout. These doors don't ask for permission. They open, they protect, they save. They are rewriting the rules of safety and freedom, especially for families, seniors, and anyone who's ever worried about being trapped when it matters most. Do you trust these doors, or are you still skeptical or worried? Let us know below, and stay tuned, because the next shock from Tesla might hit harder than this one. For decades, car companies told working-class families, EVs are too expensive. Just wait. Well, the wait is officially over. We'll reveal to you the full truth about what the Model 2 offers you that goes beyond hatchback styling. 1. Why does the Model 2 feel like a spaceship in a hatchback's body? Think a small car means small dreams? Think again. The Model 2 is a pint-sized powerhouse packed with tech so wild it feels like it rolled off a spaceship. What if your car were smarter, safer, and cooler than anything you've ever driven? Imagine turning heads in a compact Tesla that's light years ahead of the competition. It may be shaped like a hatchback, but what's inside makes it feel like you're piloting the future, not just driving to the grocery store. Step inside and you'll be stunned. The cabin opens up like nothing you'd expect in this price range. Thanks to a completely flat battery floor and a panoramic glass roof, the 2026 Tesla Model 2 delivers 98% of the Model 3's interior space in a body that's nearly 22 inches shorter. Tesla didn't just shrink the car. They reinvented how space is used. The reconfigurable plug-and-play interior allows you to transform the space from cargo mode to lounge mode to mobile workstation in under 2 minutes. With 25% more usable volume than a Honda Fit, roughly 22 cubic feet compared to the Fit's 16.6 cubic feet, you're looking at a compact that fits your whole life. Even tall adults, up to 6 feet 2 inches, fit comfortably in the front and back. Fold down the rear seats and you unlock a surprising 39 cubic feet of cargo space, enough for a bicycle, groceries, or even camping gear for the weekend. In a $9,999 car? That's not marketing hype. That's brilliant design and real-world engineering, backed by Tesla's proven layout optimizations. But it doesn't stop at comfort. Let's talk tech, because this is where the Model 2 leaps straight into the realm of science fiction. Rumors swirling from insider reports suggest that the Model 2 will feature an augmented reality windshield, projecting real-time driving data, navigation, and traffic alerts directly into your line of sight. Based on current trends in augmented reality hardware, including the steep 70% drop in AR tech costs since 2020, this once premium feature is now viable even for a mass-market EV. It's not just cool, it's practical. Eye-tracking research shows that heads-up AR displays reduce glance time by up to 30%, giving you more time looking at the road and less time fumbling with a screen. If you want to know how efficiently you're driving, then the windshield could even show a gamified stat like, you saved 5 kilowatt hours today, turning your daily commute into a mission. And then there's the wildest feature yet. Nestled above the dashboard, speculation points to a Grok 4-powered holographic assistant, a first-of-its-kind real-time AI interface in a sub-$10,000 car. No more robotic voice commands or awkward buttons. Grok doesn't just answer questions, it suggests routes, adapts to your habits, and even anticipates needs. Picture asking, Where's the cheapest charging station with free parking nearby? And having Grok light up in midair, pointing out the direction while calculating wait times. Early testing of similar AI co-pilots shows they can reduce driver decision-making time by over 40%, meaning safer, faster, smarter driving. Picture driving a car that feels like a personal sci-fi cockpit. Would you ever go back to a regular car? If your choice is the new driving with Tesla Model 2, then drop the keyword Tesla Model 2 in the comments. 2. How is urban utility becoming Tesla's new superpower? City life is tough: traffic, parking, and chaos. But what if the Model 2 was designed to make urban living feel effortless, like having a superhero by your side? What if your car solved every city problem you've ever faced? Now imagine this. You're cruising through downtown Los Angeles, or squeezing through the narrow lanes of Brooklyn, and instead of sweating over parking or getting honked at, you're relaxed. You know your car has your back. The 2026 Tesla Model 2 isn't just a ride, it's your urban partner, built to turn every stressful part of city driving into a win. In a world where daily errands can feel like mini battles, the Model 2 hands you back control and peace of mind. Take parking, for instance. The Model 2 features what Tesla insiders are calling Urban Fit AI, a micro-parking system that uses high-precision ultrasonic sensors and Tesla Vision cameras to detect, evaluate, and park in spots that most other compact cars wouldn't dare try. According to 2023 data from INRIX, the average city driver wastes 10 minutes per trip just circling the block for a space. With Urban Fit, that search time drops to just 2 minutes for over 65% of users. This AI doesn't just find parking, it fits the car into spaces 10% smaller than what the nearest competitors can handle. That's the difference between looping the block 10 times and pulling in on the first try. Whether you're running a quick errand in Queens or picking up your grandkids in Pasadena, that's real time saved and real frustration avoided. But Tesla didn't stop with just solving parking. They reimagined the Model 2 as a power hub on wheels. Hidden inside the rear panel is a 5 kilowatt-hour external battery port, a mobile energy sharing solution that can power your laptop for 100 hours, or recharge an electric bicycle 10 times. That means if your neighbor's e-scooter dies, or you're out filming on your phone in the middle of nowhere, the Model 2 becomes your instant backup. In a time when more Americans are working gig jobs, riding e-bikes, or balancing work from anywhere lives, this feature alone transforms the car from a transport tool into a personal energy station. It's like having a power bank that also happens to be a Tesla. Imagine this: if your phone or your laptop were dying, but your car had enough backup power to keep you going for hours, could this be the beginning of a new category of vehicles? Not just transport, but your mobile power and protection hub? Drop Tesla wins in the comments if it feels like a breakthrough you've been waiting for. And here's something totally unexpected: urban camouflage mode. This is where Tesla blends practicality with flair. Using dynamic exterior panels with embedded color-shifting nano coatings, the Model 2 can subtly adapt its shade to match the surrounding environment. One moment it's icy gray parked next to a curb. The next, it's a warm red under the neon of a city block. This isn't just about looking cool, it's about reducing visibility to potential thieves. Based on 2025 automotive security projections, dynamic appearance shifts could cut urban vehicle theft by up to 15%. In neighborhoods where cars vanish in minutes, this subtle layer of protection could be a lifesaver. It's anti-theft with style, and another example of Tesla solving real problems, not just adding gimmicks. 3. How did Tesla's Wi-Fi hotspot just turn every car into a mobile internet hub? What if your car weren't just a ride, but a digital lifeline? The Model 2's Wi-Fi hotspot isn't just fast, it's a portal to a connected world nobody saw coming. What if your car could power your entire digital life, from work to play, anywhere in the city? While other automakers are still struggling to make CarPlay run smoothly, Tesla just turned every Model 2 into a full-blown mobile internet service provider. And the implications are massive. It's already starting to happen. Tesla has quietly laid the groundwork for a citywide mesh network, with each Model 2 acting as a node. Every time a Model 2 is parked or idling, it can share a slice of its high-speed internet connection with other nearby Tesla vehicles, and even public users. Based on existing Starlink density models, just 5,000 Model 2s could cover 80% of a city like New York, Los Angeles, and Austin with seamless, reliable Wi-Fi. You're not just getting internet in your car, you're turning your car into a roaming Wi-Fi beacon that helps power your whole neighborhood. This is an extrapolation of Tesla's Starlink infrastructure and real mesh networking logic already used in cities like Chattanooga and Seoul. For digital nomads, freelancers, and everyday folks working from their cars, this is a dream come true. The Model 2 can reportedly support up to 10 connected devices at speeds nearing 1 gigabit per second, and Tesla's new Work Mode prioritizes bandwidth for video calls, cloud syncing, and screen sharing. Compared to Ford's 4G hotspots, which average about 50 megabits per second, you're looking at 60% less lag, smoother meetings, and no more panic when your home Wi-Fi goes out. Now imagine pulling over in a quiet park, flipping open your laptop, and launching a client presentation, all from your Tesla. That's not just productivity, that's freedom. And here's where it gets even more impactful. Tesla plans to let Model 2 owners share unused bandwidth with nearby communities, especially underserved neighborhoods, and earn Tesla credits in return. These credits could be redeemed for free supercharging, discounted services, or software upgrades. In theory, 10,000 Model 2s parked across urban areas could deliver free high-speed Wi-Fi to over 50,000 residents every single day. For families who can't afford home internet or veterans living on fixed incomes, this feature alone could be life-changing. The Model 2 becomes more than a car. It becomes infrastructure, woven directly into the fabric of American cities. Feel the freedom of staying connected, no matter where you are. The Model 2 doesn't just drive you, it links you to your dreams, your work, and your community in ways you never imagined. It's not about flashy tech, it's about real-world value, delivered where it matters most, in your daily life. Imagine this. Your car powers your Zoom calls, connects your kids to online learning, and maybe even helps a neighbor get online for the first time. How would you use this digital superpower? Drop a yes in the comments if you want to take this. 4. How does Tesla Model 2's design turn energy efficiency into a superpower? Driving the Model 2 feels like joining a movement to save the world. You're not just going to the store, you're making a measurable impact, one that puts you firmly in control of your own energy future. Every time you accelerate, you're doing it smarter. Every time you brake, you're giving power back to the system. Every time you park under the sun, you're generating your own range. You're not just driving, you're participating in a clean energy revolution, and Tesla is giving you the tools to lead it. It starts with balance. Tesla gave the Model 2 a front-to-rear weight distribution close to 48 to 52, creating a nimble, low center of gravity profile that handles like a go-kart in tight urban turns. But that balance does more than make it fun to drive. It makes it ultra efficient. Less energy is lost during acceleration and braking, and less strain means the system requires less cooling, which increases battery longevity by up to 15%. That's real savings, not just for your wallet, but for the lifespan of the entire vehicle. Combine that with a 45 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and you're looking at a range exceeding 350 miles, a distance unheard of in this class and price range. But Tesla didn't stop there. Rumors from inside sources point to the inclusion of a breakthrough material known as aeroskin technology. This speculative coating dynamically adjusts the texture of the Model 2's surface at highway speeds, reducing aerodynamic drag by as much as 20%. While the average EV like the Chevy Bolt consumes around 22 kilowatt hours per 100 miles, the Model 2 could push that number down to 18 kilowatt hours per 100 miles, delivering 15% better efficiency and allowing a 200-mile range even on a smaller 36 kilowatt hour variant. That's not marketing, that's physics, and it works in your favor every single time you drive. The Model 2's efficiency is more than personal savings, it's real-world resilience. When electricity prices spike or power grids become unstable, being able to squeeze more miles from every kilowatt hour keeps you firmly in control. For retirees or families living on fixed incomes, that kind of predictability is more than convenience. It's peace of mind, knowing you can get where you need to go without worrying about sudden cost increases. Tesla takes this further by making the Model 2 seamlessly compatible with home solar systems and energy storage units, so you can create a closed-loop cycle where your car, your home, and the sun work together to keep you moving. Imagine waking up each morning with a full tank, powered entirely by yesterday's sunshine, without spending a dime on fuel or depending on a utility company's rates. That's not just efficiency, it's energy independence, engineered for everyday life. It's the kind of freedom that feels almost traditional, like growing your own food or drawing water from your own well, but supercharged with 21st century technology. This is how the Model 2 turns efficiency into security, giving you lasting control over your mobility, your expenses, and your future. Are you ready to be part of a new class of drivers? Drop a comment with "I drive" so we know you're with us. And if you want more truth like this, then subscribe here now. The automakers told us range was everything. The marketing teams told us design was just about looking good. The industry told us a low price always meant painful compromises. But the 2026 Tesla Model 2 just proved them all wrong. This is not another EV release, but a triple punch to the electric car world, delivering a charging revolution so fast it makes range anxiety vanish, a design that quietly fixes the daily frustrations you live with, and a total cost that turns $9,797 into a lifetime of savings. What you are about to see might just change how you think about cars forever. How does the Tesla Model 2 make a 249-mile range feel almost irrelevant? For years, the electric vehicle industry has treated range as the ultimate selling point. Automakers have competed to advertise the longest distance a car can travel on a single charge, and this has shaped consumer expectations. The fear of running out of battery before reaching a charger, often called range anxiety, has driven this obsession. Tesla is now turning that idea on its head. The Model 2, with its 249-mile range, may appear modest next to competitors boasting 373 miles or more, yet it introduces a technology that makes those higher figures far less relevant in real life. The real breakthrough is Tesla's new dual-cell charging system, the first time such a solution has been implemented in a mass-market electric vehicle. In a traditional EV, the battery pack is charged as one large unit. Electricity flows into the pack through a single high-voltage circuit, and the maximum speed is limited by the weakest point in the system, which is often determined by cell temperature or voltage limits. Push the charging too hard and heat builds up, forcing the system to slow down to protect the battery. This is why even the fastest chargers today reduce their speed after only a few minutes. Tesla's dual-cell system changes this equation entirely by splitting the battery into two electrically independent halves. Each half has its own high-voltage bus, temperature sensors, and power management system. When the Model 2 is plugged into a compatible fast charger, both halves receive electricity at the same time from separate charging circuits, effectively doubling the throughput without increasing the strain on any single group of cells. The advantages of this approach are both technical and practical. Because the current load is shared between two sections, the electrical resistance in each path is lower, allowing higher charging speeds without generating excessive heat. The battery halves can also be kept within their optimal voltage range for longer, avoiding the slow taper phase that usually occurs toward the end of a charging cycle. Tesla's internal testing shows that this configuration can reduce thermal buildup by up to 27% compared to conventional fast charging at the same total speed. Less heat means slower battery degradation and more consistent charging performance over the vehicle's lifetime. For drivers, the benefit is dramatic. Instead of waiting 10 minutes to gain 124 miles of range, the Model 2 can add about 93 miles in only 3 minutes under ideal conditions. This is the equivalent of roughly 1.9 miles of range for every second spent charging. The experience transforms the way people interact with their cars. A quick stop at a grocery store can leave the vehicle ready for a full week of commuting, and the charging process often feels like it happens in the background rather than as a planned interruption to the day. While many competitors are investing heavily in 800-volt or even 900-volt platforms that promise higher peak speeds, these systems still require longer sessions and more complex infrastructure upgrades. Tesla has taken a more user-focused path. By rethinking the way the battery itself accepts energy, rather than only increasing the voltage, the company has made charging so quick and effortless that range ceases to be the dominant measure of an electric car's value. The Model 2 proves that the future of EVs is not just about how far you can go on a single charge, but how quickly you can get going again when you need to. With the Model 2 adding about 93 miles in just 3 minutes, where would your plans take you next? Tell us in the comments. How can the Tesla Model 2 quietly make your daily life easier without ever showing off? Forget the flashy cars overloaded with dozens of buttons you will never use. The Tesla Model 2 is designed to quietly integrate into your life, solving everyday inconveniences with subtle intelligence rather than showing off. It is not just a vehicle, it is a smart partner that anticipates your needs, removes small frustrations before you even notice them, and makes every journey smoother. Every state-of-the-art technology exists for a reason: to make your day easier, your routine simpler, and your time more valuable. Keyless driving. One of the most impactful everyday upgrades in the Tesla Model 2 is how you unlock and start it. Instead of mechanical keys or radio frequency fobs operating at 315 or 433 MHz, which are vulnerable to relay attacks, the Model 2 uses phone key technology built on Bluetooth Low Energy (BLE) 5.0. Operating in the 2.4 GHz band, BLE 5.0 is optimized for low latency and minimal power use, detecting your phone from up to 33 feet away. Security is enforced with AES 128-bit encryption and rolling code verification, ensuring the key data is never sent in plain text and making signal replay attacks virtually impossible. When you touch the handle, the car's computer and BLE receiver complete authentication in about 1.2 seconds, aided by optimized polling intervals and preloaded wake sequences. According to the Tesla Owners Club, this small change saves drivers 5 to 7 minutes a week, over 6 hours a year, while eliminating the risk of losing a key. It is a seamless blend of convenience, security, and efficiency that conventional fobs cannot match. Auto parsing data. The Model 2 constantly monitors over 100 sensors and 45 ECUs, tracking everything from cell voltages and pack current to motor winding temperatures. On the battery side, the BMS uses Coulomb counting and an extended Kalman filter to track state of charge and health, while watching for cell imbalances or rising impedance. The car sends 25 to 50 megabytes of compressed telemetry daily via LTE or 5G, which amounts to about 9 to 18 gigabytes per year, with critical alerts transmitted in real time. This system is tuned to catch early signs of trouble. A 2 to 3% drop in battery efficiency equals roughly 1.56 kilowatt hours, or about 7.5 miles of lost range. Detecting this early allows for targeted fixes such as cell rebalancing or charge profile adjustments. Similarly, a sustained 5 degrees Celsius temperature spike can accelerate degradation through Arrhenius-driven chemical aging, so the BMS immediately increases cooling or adjusts torque to protect components. Machine learning models in Tesla's cloud analyze these data streams to predict failures before they happen. Fleet-level validation shows this predictive maintenance cuts major breakdowns by 30% and saves owners $400 to $700 USD annually. In short, Model 2 turns tiny signals into measurable cost savings and reliability gains by combining dense sensing, efficient telemetry, and AI-driven diagnostics. Smart and multifunction trunk. Even the luggage space has been engineered for real-world performance. The Model 2's front trunk, or frunk, is built from a multi-layer polymer composite with a 25mm polyurethane insulation layer that reduces heat transfer by roughly 80% compared to a 1mm steel panel. In controlled tests at 30 degrees Celsius ambient, this insulation kept the interior below 15 degrees Celsius for over 2 hours without active cooling. At the rear, the trunk uses reinforced modular panels rated to support 150 kilograms without deformation. The quick release mechanism allows reconfiguration in under 45 seconds, boosting cargo volume by around 12% for bulky loads. In practical terms, this means you can keep groceries fresh on hot days and quickly adapt the cargo area without extra accessories. System electronics. Inside the cabin, the Model 2 features a Qi 2.0 extended power profile wireless charging pad capable of delivering up to 15 watts per device with 84 to 87% transfer efficiency at a 4mm gap. Charging 2 smartphones at full power delivers a combined 30 watts, while generating only about 4.5 to 5.7 watts of heat, dissipated through a micro-textured polycarbonate surface rated to withstand 80 degrees Celsius. Beneath the surface, a ferrite shielding layer minimizes electromagnetic interference with the vehicle's electronics, while precisely aligned inductive coils, foreign object detection, and active thermal regulation ensure stable operation. The system can charge 2 devices simultaneously without speed loss, even during prolonged use. Independent testing by the Wireless Power Consortium shows that in-car wireless charging reduces cable wear by 60% in the first year, potentially extending accessory lifespan by 2 to 3 years, while eliminating clutter in the cabin. Sentry Mode System. Security in the Model 2 is designed as an always-on, multi-layered system. 8 exterior cameras at 1280 by 960 resolution with 150-degree fields of view provide overlapping coverage, supported by ultrasonic sensors detecting motion up to 8 meters away. Footage runs at 30 frames per second into a local ring buffer, with events saved to a 256GB USB drive, along with GPS, timestamps, and sensor metadata. At H.265 compression of 6 megabits per second per camera, the drive can store about 102 hours for a single feed or 12.7 hours for all 8, though Tesla extends retention by recording only active events. When triggered, the car sends a compressed 5 megabyte alert clip to the Tesla cloud within 5 seconds, requiring about 8 megabits per second upload speed, and then completes the full upload in the background. All transfers are encrypted in transit and at rest. Event detection combines ultrasonic motion triggers with optical flow analysis, filtered by size and speed, before a neural network confirms whether the object is a person, vehicle, or false alarm. This approach works in practice. A 2024 Insurance Bureau of Canada study found 57% of theft or vandalism cases involving Teslas with Sentry Mode were resolved faster due to clear video, compared to 21% for cars with standard alarms. Energy use is modest, averaging 0.5 to 2 kilowatt hours per day, equal to 1 to 3.8% of a 52 kilowatt hour pack, or about $0.07 to $0.26 in daily cost. Out of all the Tesla Model 2's smart features, which of these features would you use the most? Phone key, smart trunk, or Sentry mode? Do not forget to leave comments. Is the Tesla Model 2 really $9,797? The truth will surprise you. If you believe $9,797 is what you pay to own the Model 2, you have misunderstood the point entirely. Tesla is not simply selling you a car, it is offering you a financial strategy. That figure represents the estimated net savings you keep in your pocket after 5 years of ownership compared to a similar gasoline-powered vehicle. In other words, $9,797 is not a price tag. It is a lifetime cost advantage compressed into one number. Let us break this down. A gasoline car in the same compact class consumes an average of 7 liters per 62 miles. For a driver covering 9,321 miles per year, that is 277 gallons of fuel annually. At a conservative average of $1.60 per liter, or about $6.06 per gallon in the United States and Canada, that comes to $1,680 per year in fuel alone. Add routine oil changes every 4,970 to 6,214 miles at $80 each, plus spark plug replacements, air filters, coolant flushes, brake fluid changes, and minor repairs, and you easily reach $2,000 in running costs every year. Over 5 years, that totals roughly $10,000. The Model 2 changes the equation entirely. Charging at home on off-peak rates costs around 13 cents per kilowatt hour in North America. With a projected consumption of 13 kilowatt hours per 62 miles, the Model 2 requires only about 1,950 kilowatt hours per year to cover 9,321 miles, which comes to $253 annually, an 85% reduction compared to fuel. Because there is no internal combustion engine, you also avoid oil changes, timing belt replacements, catalytic converter failures, and other wear-intensive components. Maintenance is largely limited to tire rotations and brake pads, with regenerative braking reducing pad wear by up to 70%. As a result, your yearly upkeep cost can fall below $400. Put side by side, the 5-year difference becomes clear. Roughly $10,000 in gasoline and maintenance costs for a combustion vehicle versus around $1,200 for the Model 2. That gap is approximately up to $9,800 depending on your driving habits, which is where the $9,797 figure comes from. This is why $9,797 should not be seen as the cost of buying the Model 2, but as the wealth you retain by owning it. Tesla has effectively turned an automobile into an investment that compounds its value through savings, allowing you to reallocate thousands of dollars toward more meaningful parts of your life. 5 years, $9,797 saved. What would you spend it on instead? Could you share your wish list? The Tesla Model 2 rewrites the rules on range, flips the script on design, and shatters the myth that smart technology must come at a painful price. What used to be compromises are now advantages. What used to be limits are now invitations to think differently. And when a car can save you thousands, adapt to your life, and charge faster than you can order a coffee, the question is no longer why choose electric. It is why choose anything else?